Hi guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today I will be doing another fragrance series video, and this is for Acqua di Parma, Acqua di Parma's Magnolia Nobile Eau de Parfum. So if you like my fragrance series, I hope you hit the like if you haven't yet, and of course the subscribe button and the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. So here it goes. Main accords: citrus, floral, white floral, woody, and aromatic. And this was released back in 2009. Top notes: citron, lemon, bergamot. Middle is magnolia, jasmine, tuberose, rose. And the base is vetiver, sandalwood, vanilla, and patchouli. So I tested this out like how I always test any fragrance. And in my notes it says very citrus from, this is, beginning, very citrus, fresh, green, slightly sweet, very light floral, because white floral really is kind of too mature for me. When I smell anything that's too white floral in a perfume, it is always, or it might, usually, it's always, usually, or not always, I'm sorry, it's usually kind of manipulated in the way that it is like very heady and more a mature kind of age range. It's very daytime, reminds me of spring and summer. I just envision like either a woman, or if I were to wear this, I would envision somebody that was, or me, like in the spring and the summer, like a very flowy dress, a very bright colored flowy dress, like white, or beige, or yellow, or light blue, or light yellow, light green, light pink, lavender. You know what I'm talking about? like the short sleeve, or the thick sleeveless flowy dress, either up to the middle of your calves or up to your ankles, kind of like T-length or full length. And I see someone like walking on the grass and just, having a carefree, amazing, very beautiful sunny day. That's what really reminds me. That's what I envision it in my head. I see like butterflies and sunshine. Like, it's a very, very happy fragrance. It makes me just think of sunshine, and sunshine usually is a very like happy kind of relation to that kind of, to that mood and emotion. The more the more I smell it, the more it makes me smile, the more it reminds me of joy and happiness, the more it evolves very beautifully, and it just keeps getting more and more beautiful, in my opinion. At some point I'm like, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, it's very, very beautiful, but it doesn't give me like that super delicious wow like Dicsount Nobile for me. Dicsount Nobile was like, wow. Too bad they discontinued that fragrance, which I don't know why. It's such an amazing fragrance. You can't get that anymore. So far it just doesn't really get there, but for me, the perfume so far, it just gives me like a story. Like, there's a path, and I'm enjoying the story. It just, every single aspect of it is just incredibly beautiful for me. There is nothing in there that is just like kind of plain or boring or so. It involves to it just keeps on evolving, and it somehow reminds me of Jour d'Hermès, and also Jour d'Hermès Absolu, and I have both of those. And I've always been looking for a fragrance that is kind of in between or in the same family. Like, it's more citrusy. That's from the Jour, because Jour is very citrusy green. a slightly more citrusy than that, and also a twist of like sweeter than the Absolute. Absolute is like sweeter versus the regular Joe Damas, and so this one really like fits the bill for that. So I really love this fragrance because it is in that same realm. To be honest, I don't really use my Jour or Jour de Hermès Absolute very often. It's really not my signature fragrance. I gravitate towards Coco Mademoiselle, and currently my current signature fragrance is La Vie est Belle, which is very strange. I never really thought that it would be my go-to fragrance on a daily basis, but it has been. I don't know why. But this one, for me, I would probably be very comfortable in doing this for like taking my son to school. He's probably gonna start like preschool soon, so it's something like that. Like very appropriate kind of fragrance, because you never really know when it comes to gourmand kind of fragrances how people are going to perceive that, and this is a very it's a very appeasing kind of smell. It's not too much, it's not heaty, it's not too sweet. It's just like, I think perfect for anytime wear. You can even wear this at night if you want to, or a date night. Like, if you don't want to feel overly sexy, you just want to smell really beautiful, but not overly aggressive, this is definitely it. Like, if it's a casual date, even at night, date night at night, that's fine too. For me, would I wear this at night if I didn't have a fragrance? If I didn't wear this during the day, probably not. But I can see someone actually doing that. For me, I do like a sexier kind of smell for date nights. That's just my personal preference. But, everybody's slightly different. And this, I know that there are some people that probably will want to wear this as a date night. I could actually see this as a daytime fragrance. It can definitely be an office fragrance. This is somewhere where I see a person and a woman wearing this is someone that is put together, but also casual. You know what I mean? Like, she's not like CEO status, but she is very put together when you see her at work. She definitely is someone that is really great at her job and is focused. That's what I was trying to get, the word focused. I hope you guys have suggestions on fragrances that I might enjoy or want to try out. Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you have ever smelled this fragrance, let me know down below on how you like it or didn't like it. I love hearing from you guys all the time. And also, what is your go-to fragrance? What is your signature fragrance? I would like to know that as well. Because some people, like, for example, if this is something that's your favorite, your signature fragrance, and you prefer this kind of fragrance, I don't see you ever liking La Vie est Belle. I don't see you ever liking something gourmand, because if this is your signature fragrance and you gravitate towards these kind of fragrances, you probably would prefer Jour de Hermès Absolute, and something in this particular fragrance family. So let me know that, because that's very important too. But there are also some people out there that love every single kind of fragrance there is, and that's amazing, because I always have a hard time liking powdery fragrances. Like that's just difficult for me to do. It's just, I don't know what it is. And soapy fragrances too. So let me know, guys, down below, and I hope you like my review. I'll see you guys again next time.